The year was 2008. I was traveling south in Oklahoma, about near the Texas border, headed towards Dallas. Wasn't much on the radio. I found a country station, I think an easy listening station, and there was a talk radio station. Talk radio station's on. This guy comes on there saying what I believe to be some of the crazy stuff I've ever heard in my life. He was talking about the election. The borders are going to open up if Obama gets elected. Multiple wars will break out across the Middle East if Obama gets elected. The national debt will be doubled if Obama gets elected. Now, I thought all these ideas were crazy. I mean, anyone that remembers back in 2008, what Obama was running on, that completely went against his campaign message. And I thought this guy was a lunatic. So I flipped around radio stations for a little bit more, couldn't find anything else. I said, let me go back and listen to this crazy guy some more. And so he goes on and on. They're going to try to take your guns. And I just really thought that this was, I was like, I can't believe people actually listen to this stuff. I thought Rush Limbaugh was bad, but I can't believe somebody's going to listen to this guy. So, fast forward, 2015, good friend of mine, talking about some politics, and he asked me, have I ever heard Alex Jones? And he starts saying, oh, this guy's crazy, he gets loud, and he screams, and go on so forth, but he's got all kind of information, and I said, is he from Texas by any chance? He said, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I think I've heard that guy before. I never forget the voice. I knew I could not forget that voice. So he says, check him out, Infowars.com. So I was like, all right, let me see, because I have an open mind. So sure enough, I pulled it up, and it was the same guy. I was like, yep, that's him. However, everything that he said had come true. Multiple wars did break out across the Middle East. The national deficit doubled. And the southern border was all but open. All you had to do was show up at the border and you get a court date and get released. And in some cases, they give you a free ride to the city of your choice. So this guy, he really wasn't that crazy. He had some sort of inside information, or else he had an incredible instinct. Now, I've been called a conspiracy theorist myself, so I kind of, understand what it's like for people to say you're crazy and you don't know what you're talking about, and then when you're proven right, nobody has anything to say, let alone apologize. They won't tell you that you were right, and they won't apologize to you for calling you crazy. So, that's my Alex Jones story. I can sympathize with him. I can identify with him in some cases. Do I agree with everything he says? Absolutely not. But do I listen to him with an open mind? Sure. I listen to all news broadcasts with an open mind. Now, as many of you may know, he was recently banned from pretty much every social media site besides Twitter. Today, his website was attacked, but he's got multiple websites. He's got the app out, the #1 app in the world. So, to quote Ice-T, the more you try to suppress us, the stronger we get. Ice-T said that in his song, Freedom of Speech, which he's been through this years and years and years ago, where they wanted to silence his voice from telling the truth about things that the mainstream did not want people like Ice-T, NWA, Ghetto Boys, Public Enemy, so on and so forth, to tell you. So, I'm going to leave it right there. You can come up with your own opinion about what you want to think about Alex Jones. I just ask that you, if you want to really know anything about him, listen to him for yourself. Now, it's going to be difficult because he's under attack. But I ask you to listen to him for yourself before you make any judgments, because the mainstream media, who wants to call him a conspiracy theorist and saying that he incites violence, are the biggest hypocrites in the world if they're the same people who are inciting violence against conservatives And they want you to believe in the wacky conspiracy theory that the Trump campaign colluded with Russians in order to have Hillary Clinton's emails hacked and thus put on WikiLeaks, and then causing the election to go in favor of Trump. That's a conspiracy theory. There's no evidence of it. It's a complete made-up story. That, my friend, is a conspiracy theory. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a good night.